Hey, what is up YouTube? It is HamDawg Hype and welcome back to the channel. So today we have a huge video. Basically, I've been ordering, like I said, on TCG Player and some eBay sites. Basically, I'm trying to complete all the master sets of all the original WotC sets that were released for Pokemon. And it's been pretty expensive, but we're starting slow. We're starting with a few things here and there. We're not trying to buy everything at once. But today's opening is mostly going to be a base set, actually. From the Shadowless base set series, excuse me. So if you're unfamiliar with how base set is, which is the original set in Pokemon, there is a regular set, which is first edition. Then there's a smaller set called Shadowless, and then there's the last set, which is unlimited. They're all basically the same set. It's just different releases of the same set. First edition, extremely hard to find. Shadowless, slightly harder to find, and unlimited, very, very easy to find. That's a quick background on basically what we'll be opening up today. We got basically a bunch of the Shadowless cards coming in today. So all these products are labeled. I'm pretty sure they're all labeled correctly. So we're gonna go through them one by one. I'm gonna open up them one by one and see what we get. So I might have to just do this individually just so I don't accidentally nick one of the cards. I don't think I did. And this will not open properly. So we're gonna have to cut it again. I'm gonna see if I can just open it because I don't want to reveal any information. I'm just gonna see if I can cut the package more easily in my hands. Oh gosh, I really hope I didn't clip one of the cards right there. But yeah, I'm just trying to, for everyone's safety reasons, I do try to hide all the addresses and everything on here. But this basically, it came out like this. And this is Flip Switch Collectibles. So I think this was from TCG Player. So let's see what we got from Flip Switch Collectibles. I don't remember which package this was. Oh, okay, this has a lot of trainer cards and apparently an Ivysaur, all in near mint. The Ivysaur was the most expensive at $13.60. The Imposter Professor Oak was the next one at $10.80. The rest of these were basically a couple of dollars, not even $1, honestly. Hopefully there's no other personal information here. Sometimes one person wrote my name on the packaging. I was like, what? Why? It's already on like the envelope. I really like this sticker. So, this is from TCG Player. So if you guys have really like these cards and you want to order them, I guess this would be the way to go. So thank you for that. Apparently these are all near mint. I will be the judge of that. I am very, very strict on the judging, on the conditioning of the cards. Obviously, non-holos are a lot easier to get in near mint, but you've seen our journey of near mints, and it has not been good for the holos. But this looks pretty much in near mint. This is energy retrieval, and the way you can tell it is shadowless. And I'm gonna do a video on this eventually. Energies are harder to tell if they're shadowless, but it'll say 1999, and I think 1999 Wizards also will be on there. So that's one way to tell. Then we got the potion. You gotta make sure these are all shadowless because I paid for shadowless. Yeah, shadowless, so the way it works, and I'm gonna do a full in-depth video of this, is when the base set originally released, it was originally released in first edition. That print was about, I think, 5 to 10% of the total base set print. But they used the same basic, I can check the backs. They used the same cutting board when they were transitioning to unlimited. And when, the cutting, like the background. So this is the shadowless background right here. They used the same ones when they were transitioning from first edition to unlimited. They had a lot of this left over, so they used those, and those became the shadowless cards. So theoretically, there's actually less shadowless than there are first edition cards. So shadowless technically should be rarer, but for some reason they are a little bit easier to find. So I'm not sure if there was just a lot of extra left over. I cannot get this card out. This is one of the more expensive ones, so I'm trying to be a little careful. Imposter Professor Oak. I just cannot get this out. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. But yeah, the shadowless ones, technically there should be less of them, but they're still not as expensive. Some of the cards can get very, very expensive, especially like if you want to look at market manipulation, just look at the Dragonair on TCG Player. That one's crazy. And then this is the bill. See, that Imposter Oak was very expensive. These are not the best centered, but it's okay. We're not really going for PSA 10s. This one I'd say is closer to very lightly played just because of the scuffing on the bottom, but it's okay. These are gonna be binder cards. I'm not gonna rage too much about those. We're gonna sleeve those up in just a moment. There's a lot of cards to go through here. I might just do a few packages, honestly. because it's taking way longer than I thought it would. I don't want this being like an hour-long video. Oh my gosh. I should honestly just cut to when I get these out. I just want to show you the process of me taking out, just in case I actually damage these cards. I want to be able to return them and have proof that I didn't actually damage them. Oh, this does not look very clean. That has a lot of scuffing on top. Okay, most of it came off. A lot of scuffing on the bottom too. Oh yeah, no, that is definitely, I mean, it's still a near mint, but, oh, that is a pretty big, oh, this is really scratched up. Oh, there's a lot of scratches on this one. No, I'm gonna have to message the seller about this one. The Ivysaur. It's probably closer to very lightly played. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because it's not a hollow, but still, I mean, I did pay a pretty good price for this. All right, let's go ahead and sleeve these up real quick. Probably just open up one or two of these packs, these little packages. I'm probably not gonna open up all of them. Try to keep this video only around 10 minutes. I don't want it dragging on too long. Let's go ahead and sleeve these up, and then we'll add them to our binder at the end of the video, once we're done opening up the packages. Overall, I think the seller did pretty well. It's just those scratches. Let's see if these are, see, the other cards don't have any scratches on them, which is weird. Why that Ivysaur has so many scratches, I do not know. But you saw it yourself on the camera, so. Like 1 or 2 scratches is still near mint, but once you start to get diffuse scratches, that's technically is more lightly played. So we'll see if they can do a partial refund, just because it is quite an expensive card. I would prefer to get a partial refund. All right, second package. This should be another TCG player, Shadowless. And yeah, let me find the seller real quick. These have 3 cards in them. Not a relatively expensive package, but there are 3 cards in this package. So let's see if I can just open it this way. 1 trainer and 2 Pokemon should be in here. So let me zoom out a little bit. I don't know why I'm zoomed in so much. So I want to open this without bending the cards. I don't know if these are in top loaders or not. So I'm just trying not to bend the cards as much as I can. They are in top loaders. And there's no name on them, thankfully. And yeah, so there will be a Poliwag. Oh no, I think they stuck to the tape. Oh no, I hate when this happens. This is why I'm always so worried about tape. That's why these top loaders are not the best, but they are honestly a little bit more ideal than the other ones. I'm gonna do something that you guys should never do. I'm gonna use a box cutter for this. Oh gosh. You know, I'm actually gonna cut the card at that point. It's just way too close to the top, so I'm not gonna use it. If there's a little nick on that card, then we know we did that one. So I will not be bothering the seller for that one. I think I may have been on really close to the card. I don't think I grazed it, but I got pretty darn close. I'm just gonna fast forward to when I open this. Okay, wow, that just took so long to actually get open, but I think we're almost there. And there we go. All right, so let's see if I actually nicked one of the cards. I don't think I did, but that's always a possibility when you do this method. Looks like I did not. I don't think the Poliwag was the one in concern. I don't like these side loading sleeves. This is the second time it said slide loading sleeves, and I do not like them. But that's actually very close to probably mint condition, honestly. Honestly, I could probably grade that and get a 10. That's a very, very high quality card right there. I don't see anything wrong with it. I would actually consider grading that for a 10 if grading wasn't such a hassle. Then we got the Pokédex, which I just had to verify that was Shadowless. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. A little bit of scuffing there, but I would still probably consider that near mint. Very nice. And then the Doduo. So yeah, it looks like I couldn't have possibly nicked any of the cards because nothing had penetrated the sleeve. And that Doduo was very clean too. Wow. Very, very close to mint. A little bit of scuffing on the sides, which is still considered near mint. At least if you're following the TCG guidelines, which is what I do. So very, very good. So far, we've had some pretty good hits. Just that, pretty good cards. Just the Ivysaur was a slightly lackluster compared to what I was thinking it would be. Those cards total, all 3 of those cards right there were only like $6. So not too big right there. We'll leave those just for a second. This video is about 10 minutes long, so I'll probably just open up one more package. This is another Shadowless package. I'm gonna view who it's from real quick. All right, so let me find the seller real quick. We got, I think it's, I forget, I think there's, I forget who, I don't remember what I got. Oh yeah, this is only one card in here, so we'll probably do 2 more packages. Should only be 1 card in here. And it is a rare, it's kind of expensive. It was $8.75 for this card. Oh geez. Thankfully, I think the shipping was included. Oh man. Just want to make sure I don't damage anything here. Oh my. Okay, there's some private information in here. So I'm just going to remove that real quick before we look at the card itself. So I apologize for that, just for everyone's safety. Yep, this is just 1 card in here. Private information is removed, I think. Hopefully he didn't write my name on the front. Ooh, that does not look near mint at all. Hopefully that is just the sleeve. Oh, I really like the way he packages though. That's very nice. Oh, wow. Props to this seller. Definitely questionable near mint. It is a rare. This is Clefairy Doll, rare. Yeah, I could probably pass this near mint. Maybe very lightly played, but that's fine. All right, since there's only 1 card in that package, let's do 1 more package, then we'll go over all the pulls. So this one was from another seller from TCG Player. Just trying to look for the listing. I forget what it was in here exactly. Oh, this is actually Jungle. Oh, no, we're not doing this one. This is actually a Jungle opening. Excuse me. We'll do this one because I wasn't sure which one this one was. This is, I could have swore, I was like, yeah, there's no way this is actually Shadowless. I was very, very confused. This one should be Shadowless though, if I can find it. I don't know why I can't find any of these listings. There's a lot of listings I bought from, so just bear with me on that one. All right, there should be 1 card in here. So I think there's only 1 card in here. I don't know if I order again from the seller. This card is another Shadowless rare. So it may be, just make sure no private information. There's definitely some private information there. So let me just remove this. Again, I really don't like this top loader, but this should be a Pokemon breeder. It is a Pokemon breeder. But I guess these card savers are better than the ones that I was using in the past. They are a lot nicer than the ones I had. Oh, this is not looking good. Please tell, oh, thank God. I think that was mostly just the sleeve. Actually, no, it's very dirty on top. Let's see if I can just scratch that off. Oh, no. Yeah, you gotta be careful with scratching off. Oh, man. Yeah, there's quite a bit of scuff on there. I'm not gonna scratch anymore. I don't want to actually damage the card. Yeah, I would still say near mint, just not in the best near mint condition, but it is what it is. I'm being more of a stickler at this point. Let's go ahead and sleeve this up. You know, I'm feeling more, opening up more because there's so many. So let's just open up 1 more Shadowless and see what we get. All right, so last Shadowless pack that we're gonna do. This I'll leave here. This is the Jungle card, which we'll do later. This is from another TCG Player seller. So let's see if we can find the listing. I think it's on the next page. Yep. So yeah, these are basically I bought them all in bulk at once. So all the listings are kind of jumbled together, and I can't really I guess I can manually search them. Oh, this is just another single card. This is a uncommon card from the base set TCG. It is not a trainer card though this time, so it'd be nice to see some more private information here. So I'm just gonna take that out first. That's really stuck in there. I'm just gonna rip open the package because this is really, it's like kind of taped in there. I think this is the second seller that's taped it like this, which is very bizarre, but I guess they're just trying to make it so the card doesn't flop around too much. And this card is essentially a Neat Arena. So I'm just gonna rip that off the thing. It is a Nidorino uncommon. I bought this near mint. Everything I buy, by the way, is mostly near mint. Unless I say otherwise, it's almost always going to near mint. So in case I forget, just assume it's near mint. I bought this for about $7.71 near mint. Another one of these weird sleeves. I don't know how to open up this one. Oh, okay, nice. BCW card saver. I gotta start using these card savers. But this is a very, very nice looking card. Very, very glad to be able to add these to my collection. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Again, some of these Shadowless cards are in pristine condition. Like, this looks really good from the front. Maybe a little bit of a nick there, which happens over time. Honestly, this is very good for near mint. I'll take it. So wow, look at that. So quite a good haul. There's a few cards that we should probably send back, honestly. But let's quickly go over all these awesome cards that we got today. So, oops. So basically, let's go over the Pokemon last. Probably should have put in order, but whatever. We got the Pokemon Breeder, which unfortunately I don't think wasn't as good in condition as they listed, but it's okay. It passes for near mint. Pokédex passed for near mint. Bill, I think, passed for near mint also. Imposter Professor Oak did a pretty good too. I think that's on the sleeve. Energy Retrieval, Clefairy did pretty decent too. Wait a minute. Hold up. Clefairy. Good thing we looked at that. Clefairy is not Shadowless. So like I said, you gotta really look. So Shadowless is a little bit more faded too. But that Clefairy is not Shadowless. So I'm gonna have to send that back. It's a good thing I checked. Yeah, I'm just gonna recheck all these to make sure they're Shadowless. But look at that. The Clefairy is not Shadowless. That's wild. But yeah, no, as you can see, the Doduo, well, this is easier to tell because there's a shadow on the side, but we got the Doduo, the Ivysaur, I'm gonna have to talk to the seller about. And then we got the Nidorino and then the Poliwag. All were Shadowless, except for that Clefairy. But let me know how you guys think I did with the Shadowless haul. There was just one error in there, and I'm gonna message the seller just to let them know. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this long version of the Shadowless. We're gonna have a lot more Shadowless cards on in a future episode, so stay tuned for that. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.